Morning. It's fancy coffee time. I meant to grab almond milk yesterday. I forgot because I really don't want dairy right now with my foot, but I can't have coffee without milk in it. So here we are doing stuff we shouldn't do, you know? People wonder why. Well, people don't really wonder. My husband's got it figured out by now. But I'm pretty strict on what I eat. And the reason why is because I live with chronic pain in my foot. Every morning, no matter what I do, when I wake up, I'm gonna put my foot on the ground and it's gonna hurt. There's nothing I can do about this. I'm gonna microwave this. Anywho, tutti frutti. I ate really off track Sunday. I knew what I was doing when I did it. I had to judge a soup competition, and I haven't really judged any competitions. I think I maybe judged one since I started this journey. Maybe, but I think it was, one competition. And I was hurting after that, but I also prepared a little bit better than I did this time around. We're brewing Intenso today. That's coffee flavor. Anyways, I judged this cooking competition Sunday. And I didn't wear K-tape, mainly because I didn't think I would need to. I should have. Because by the time I got home, my foot was so swollen. I was in so much pain from the food I ate. I woke up yesterday and the day before, ready to cry. Yesterday was a day, and it wasn't a good day. It was not. I ended up waking up. I woke up at 2:45, 2:47, something yesterday morning. No good reason at all, right? I was just up. So I wake up, like, you know what? Let me have fancy coffee time. Just me. Do some journaling. That didn't happen. I got zero self-caring yesterday because chubby cheeks. Okay, sometimes I sit down to journal and she just doesn't want me. So I get up and I'm like, you know what, let me get into the gym early. So I go in for a gym. We're into the gym. There she is. See? There's the tail. It's only a matter of time before she's up here pushing on me. So I go in. I do like an hour and a half workout, right? I already flared foot. The day before, I was like, oh, my pain is so much worse. It's less today. I'll be good. I gotta make sure this doesn't overflow. Because it's possible. There she is. There she is. Everybody say hello, Miss Chubbas. So I go in, do my workout, come home. I came home to rest, right? That's what I said. I'm going to go home. I'm going to rest because I was up so early. I'm going to lay down, try to take a nap, rest my foot. That didn't happen. I got home and I saw things that needed to be done. And there's this part of my brain when there's way too many things that need to be done. Everything that I wanted to do gets put to the side so that I can handle these tasks that are legitimately right in front of me. Well, from basically 3 o'clock in the morning until 3:30, I'm on my feet, right? I'm in pain. Took ibuprofen and I barely ever take medicine for my foot unless it's like so severe. But we've been flared up for 2 days at this point. I can't just handle it through my diet, right? Because what a lot of people don't understand about chronic pain is how it wears on you mentally. And there is a reason why I was an alcoholic when I was in chronic pain. Okay, that was my way of numbing it. So I'm eating completely anti-inflammatory minus my coffee. Okay, but other than that, completely anti-inflammatory the last few days. So last night, I go back to the gym because I love class. I love our group workout classes. My coach always does an amazing job, like bringing the hype, you know, and we have community there. And so I went to class. Well, my foot is flared up. I should have stayed home. My husband tried telling me, babe, you're walking bad. Like, you need to just stay home and rest. And I was like, no, it's not like a super intense class. I'll be okay. This class had squats. So I'm doing squats, and my coach gives me a barbell. I was using dumbbells. She's like, here, use a barbell. It'll give you better form. And as I'm doing these squats, because my foot is so flared up, I'm having trouble bending. And she comes over, and my coach is like telling me, she's like, fix your form. And I'm like, I can't. Like, when I'm in this much pain, I can't. But I tried. And when it was, I don't know, probably my third set of RDLs that I felt a pop in my foot. And it was bad. And then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, everybody in class is like, Desiree, what's wrong? Desiree, what's wrong? Because I'm in so much pain. I'm trying everything in my body not to burst out in tears. I get through the rest of the workout, and as soon as cool down is over, I just like walk out crying. And my coach comes out, and I was like, you know, like when I talked to her, I just was so worked up that I was like, please, when I'm in pain, just respect when I say I can't do something. And she was like, I wasn't pushing, I was trying to help you so you didn't get hurt. Like, and that was my thing, right? Because when I was at Planet Fitness, I was constantly getting hurt because I didn't have good form. And she knows that there's like that muscle memory of doing it the wrong way. So she's trying to tell me to do something to where I don't get hurt. But up here, because I'm already defeated mentally, because I had 2 days in pain, because I don't feel like fighting through it, because I'm exhausted, because every fucking step I take legitimately hurts like crazy, I take it as she's telling me, Desiree, you suck, you need to fix your form. Right? So I walk out of the class in tears. She comes after me. Next thing you know, her and I are both standing in the hallway crying. And she flat out told me, she said, Desiree, when you're in this much pain, you need to stay home. Because she didn't, like, she can't tell how my foot feels. And my husband was right. I should have stayed home. Why did I go? Because I pushed myself too hard. Because I don't give myself enough grace. And also, because my gym, Flash Fitness, is where I feel like that is my escape from shit. That is where I go to clear my head. That's where I go for community. That's where I go when I need to laugh, you know? Like, I just go there. It's my family outside of my family here. I should have fucking stayed home. I shouldn't have went. I was crying to my coach, and I was like, please, I don't want this to affect our friendship. Like, I fucked up today. I should have just stayed home. And now I know that. Like, from now on, when my foot is this bad, I don't go. And my husband even was like, Desiree, you didn't just go to the gym. You went to the gym first thing in the morning. You worked out for an hour and a half, 2 hours. You came home. You worked all day long. You were filming. You were cleaning. You were doing this. And then you went back to the gym while you have a flare-up. Did you think it was a good idea? And then I got kind of pissy with him. I was like, you don't need to remind me. Like, I understand you're my husband, but that doesn't give you the right to tell me when I fuck something up. Okay? Okay. But I'm having an off day today. This is the first day I've had off where I will have off from everything. Well, no, let's not. I'm probably going to end up filming. I can't sit around here and do nothing. Okay? I just can't. But I'm not going to the gym. I'm going to stay off my foot. I came home last night. I did an Epsom soak bath. I did magnesium cream. I rested as much as possible. It is still, I mean, it's not as bad as yesterday, but my foot is still hurting bad. And this is why I eat so, like, my husband, this whole journey, you know, of us losing weight, he has said a million times, I wish I had your willpower, babe. Because I'll buy him, like, for instance, last week I bought him a big pack of Airhead strips. Okay, a big pack. And he's already eaten like the top layer going across. This is one of our protein snack drawers. Okay, and I'll show you the other one if you want to see. There's our other protein snack drawer. My husband, there's protein and stuff. He's a candy fiend. Okay, so he indulges. Me, not so much. Every once in a while I'll have these things though. These are my new weakness. They're like little peanut M&Ms. Not the greatest macros, but they're, you know, sugar-free. Like, what can you do? Oh my God, he's hitting those Quest bars too. And my coach got me hooked on these, the Quest peanut butter cups, but I only have one of them, like, not even once a week. But anyways, he always commends me on my willpower. He's like, babe, I don't know how you do it. Like, you're so strict on what you eat, and I have to be. Because when I see food, and this may sound crazy, but when I see food, I can look at it by knowing what's in it, and that's going to give me a 1 to 10 factor on how much pain that's going to put me in. And do I think it's worth it? That's just what it comes down to. High saturated fat, cheeses, dairy, pasta, tomatoes. There's so many things, sugar, so many things that I know are direct pain foods, and it's not worth it to me. I love me a baked potato with butter. Do you know how long it's been since I've eaten one? Because it ain't worth it to me. It's not because it fucks with me up here way too much. If you've never experienced chronic pain, you have no clue what it's like to fight it mentally. And yesterday was my breaking point. And I've only been in a flare-up since Sunday. Today's Tuesday. Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. So today's day 3 of my flare-up. And I'm finally, like, I'm caving to the pain, which is something I hate doing. I hate giving into the pain because it took so much for me for those 5 years when I couldn't walk. But I have to. And my coach was like, okay, Well, this week she's gonna find a place we're gonna go and we're gonna get some cryo done. I mean, I have my cold plunge. I'd love to set it up. But do you know why I haven't set it up? Because I have a crazy neighbor who likes to pull up in front of my house and sit there for 30 minutes and stare at us. So until my husband encloses that porch, I ain't going out there to get cussed out by a crazy old person. Okay? And I've told him that. It's like, we'd love to set it up, but I don't want your mother harassing me. So that's why my cold plunge still is not set up. And we're at this point, like, Breadsies was like, bring the cold plunge to my house. You can come cold plunge at my house. And I was like, bitch, bet. I will be there. I will be there. But my husband, he's like, yeah, I know, babe. I wish we could just be outside and not worry about getting harassed. And I'm like, oh, high hopes we have. High hopes. I don't think it'll ever happen. But the pain is pissing me off. There's nothing I can do. Do you want to see what my foot looks like right now? I have no K-tape or anything on because I did an Epsom soak bath last night. But I'll show you how fucking swollen my foot is because this is what it looks like. And this isn't even as bad as it was yesterday, okay? I just woke up from sleeping for 8 hours. But hold on. Let me see if we can. See how swollen that shit is? Yup. And that's after sleeping for 8 hours. You should have seen it before I went to sleep. It was about the size of my kneecap, or like my thigh, actually, where my knee, you know, your knee and thigh, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, my coach is going to look into cryotherapy. See if we can get, because I'm doing anti-inflammatory, all but this, and I meant to grab almond milk yesterday, and I forgot I was at the store. That's what makes me so mad, is I forgot. But pain wears you down. And I spent every single day of my life in pain after I injured my foot. And when it gets to the point where it starts to affect my mental, I need to take a break. And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking a break from the gym today, which sucks because, I fucking love going to the gym. It's my favorite place. And then even like when I got to workout class yesterday, I knew I was in pain. What did I do as soon as I got upstairs? Started playing on my ladder, which is like it's like my little playground upstairs. I really wish we had monkey bars because I'd be playing on those. But anyways, I get up there and my foot's irritating me, but I start playing on it because I'm bored and I need something to do. That probably didn't help either. But when I bent, and that crack happened. I think what happened, so I have a bunch of bone fragments and scar tissue in my leg. Because remember, when I shattered it, not once, but twice, and I had surgery, I was walking on it for 1.5 years, and it was breaking as I was walking on it. It never healed. So there's bone fragments, there's scar tissue, there's a fuck ton of arthritis. Like, last time we went to get cortisone in my foot, the doctor couldn't even get the needle in. He was going all around, and he even said to my husband, he said, do you see this? I can't find anywhere to put it in because it's all severe post-traumatic arthritis. So I got all this shit wrong with my foot. And I forget that I'm not fucking Superwoman. Because that's what I apparently expect from myself. So yes, I'm not perfect. I fuck up. I get frustrated with myself. And I walk out of class crying. And then I made my coach cry, which I felt really, really, really bad about. Because she doesn't deserve it. She is one of the most inspirational, loving people. She will push you. And I told her, I was like, it was not you. Please, like, when I was overwhelmed and I was crying and I was like, please respect when I tell you I can't do something. Like, that was, I'm in this whole, like, fucking putting boundaries thing down, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to put boundaries down with everybody. But I talked to my coach like that. Like, she wasn't pushing me. I could have just not shown up, right? But I was like, no, I'm going to go to class. I'm going to go to class. No. She said, like, from now on, when I see you in that much pain, you're just not. I said, okay, because I try to push myself, because I want to chase strength. And sometimes chasing strength means you need to sit the fuck down and take a break. That's where we are. So I was pretty upset with myself, but no one's perfect. And I think I had a lot of triggers prior to that yesterday. It was a day. It was a day in this house. And I think that built up to it because I was just dealing with bullshit all day long. No relationship between a mom and her kids is ever perfect, but yesterday was a day with both of my boys, and I was very stressed out. So I love these kids. They're gonna make me go crazy. So yeah, that's that. I'm sure if I try to do anything today, my husband's gonna be lecturing me, which rightfully so. That man he has room to lecture me because he sees how much pain I'm in. So I really wish I had my egg chair in the house. It's out on the porch. I'm moving my egg chair in the house because my neighbor makes it a point that we can't enjoy our outdoors. So my husband's gonna be closing off this porch and the front porch for me so that we can actually like be outside and enjoy our property that we paid for. That will be exciting. I told him, I was like, I just wanna like close everything in and then we can be in our own private little bubble like Fort Knox. So, yeah. And then like I get mad at myself, right? I get mad at myself. And that's not very nice to me. Like, damn it, Desiree, you know better. You know better. You've been dealing with this arthritis for years now. Why do you think that you can just make it go away? Or flare it up and think it's like, when I have a flare up from food specifically, it takes days to get that out of my, system. And I've been drinking anti-inflammatory tea every single day. I've been flushing my body with water. I've been eating anti-inflammatory food. I've been days to get this pain under control. That's why it's not worth it to eat junk food to me. Like, I don't know. I mean, I still eat processed food. I'm not calling processed food junk, but like, to me, junk is high in fat, There were so many cream soups there, okay? There was cream of mushroom, there was buffalo chicken chili, there was a cheeseburger and paradise soup, there was another chicken dip soup, there was a chicken pot pie soup, that was creamy. So there's all these cream soups, right? So all those were bad. You know how many tomatoes were in all the soups? Lots. Multiple of them had pasta in them. There was cornbread. There was fried shit on top of the food, high in saturated. Like, I just kept eating all this food thinking nothing was gonna happen. I knew. So that's why I'm frustrated with myself, because I knew. And I don't want my friend Shayla to feel bad because she asked me to judge the competition. I could have just said no, but she's doing it for her charity, and I really wanted to support her charity. So I knew, like, me judging would get a few of my friends to go and compete. And it was worth it because it taught me that I am not invincible. Because sometimes you get in the gym and you feel like a superwoman and you feel like you are. So this was a friendly freaking reminder, okay? That what you eat can leave you out of the game for days. I mean, I haven't been out of the game for days, but I'm gonna be out of the game for today. Mentally, though, I have been out of the game for days because I struggle when it comes to that. It's just, like, I can handle the everyday pain, you know? Like, I wake up knowing I'm gonna be in pain, I can handle that. These flare-ups, though, it's weird. Like, arthritis is so debilitating. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. Like, your grandparents with arthritis and stuff, honey, they're in pain. So if they're waking up still choosing to smile, bravo to them, because it's not easy. Anyways, I got a lot of videos to edit. I went through some of the footage on my phone. You guys might see some videos that are like 3 or 4 months old and be like, what? Because I found some. I have endless videos that need edited on my phone, you guys. It's bad, okay? The ADHD just be kicking in all the time. And tonight for dinner, I don't know what we're having. We have scallops in the freezer. I might pull those and make my husband and I scallops, and I don't think we have any sweet potatoes. So, I don't know, we'll figure something out. Ooh, I could do like a Middle Eastern scallops with frike and some beans and like some frozen broccoli or something, because I know I don't have many fresh vegetables at all. I need to go to the store, but not today. Not today. Taking today off. So, anyways, what are you up to? My husband is so mad about this keychain. Just so mad. He waited forever to get this off Etsy, and it's like garbage. It's like barely even sewn together. He had to email the guy and everything. He's not happy. He was like, that was a waste of $6. I was like, could have told you that. Anyways, I'm gonna sit down. I am gonna journal today because we have some thoughts to process and shit. But I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay, love you, bye.